So the other question I get asked a lot is, well, how much should you feed a dairy calf? And that has become a much more interesting question in the last 2 decades. We used to just feed dairy calves enough to keep them alive until we could get them onto solid feed. So that might be a gallon of milk a day. But in the last decade, we've had a lot more research that fairly strongly suggests, many research investigations, that if we feed the calves really, really well in the first 7 weeks, essentially they utilize those nutrients in a way that turns on their metabolism and their protein synthesis and all the things that they need to grow and actually develop metabolically, hormonally. All that stuff gets turned on a high plane of nutrition, and we have never done that with calves until the last, say, decade. So now, if our goal is to have healthy, well-grown dairy animals that come into the herd at 22, 23, 24 months and are going to make good milk, we want to feed them a lot better. So now we're feeding them equivalent of probably 2 to 3 gallons of milk or milk replacer per day, and they're growing up to a couple of pounds a day, which is something we never did before. And if you look at farms that are doing that, you see these absolutely beautiful calves. The challenge then is to get them, we still have to get them onto solid feed, and that's a little more difficult when they're so used to milk. But it's a different world today feeding young animals because they are the future than it used to be. And so we've seen a lot of changes there, and it's actually been very rewarding.